Hey, just want to say good morning. Want to touch base on a range of items, a lot of big stuff happening. First of all, I'm going to show you a range of charts sent to me by somebody in the group that uses the iGRID system exclusively as their only automated system, and show you some of the automated system trades that they've been taking on a week-to-week basis. Matter of fact, I've had some recent people in our group after watching some of my videos and then listening to some of our trading room, the iGRID daily trading room. Actually, it's not daily, it's been twice a week at a minimum. We've had it twice a week. And from our online trading, saying that, yeah, it's really making sense to them to go for a daily goal and then be done for the day, at least with the predominance of their accounts. So anyhow, I'm going to show you some images that were sent to me of the type of trades that iGRID system users are using, whether they're trading fully automated or they can work these trades completely manual, discretionary. We have alerts on the momentum flips from downside momentum to upside. We have alerts on the add points where a person would typically add. All of these, tools. Well, first of all, the iGRID is very unique because we use unique math in all the components of the iGRID indicator, and we have two-dimensional smoothing, which I talk about in many, many videos over the course of the last month. That's been a massive breakthrough. So these are the type of trades where, getting into a flip, we call it, where we have momentum from one direction. This would be taking some of the first trades out of the U.S. Just prior to the U.S. cash session open, and then through the U.S. session open until they hit their daily goal. And the nice thing is, let's say like on a 150K account, going for 550, 6, 700 a day is completely workable. And then you can go for more than that, 1,000, 1,100, 1,250 or whatever on a 250 or 300K account per account as a daily goal, very systematic and methodical. Now, let's go to the next image that they sent over to me. Here was a flip with one ad, and then they hit their daily goal. They would have stayed in the trade. There would have been another ad and even more in the money. So anyhow, these are the type of system trades that our fully automated system would take, whether it's a NinjaTrader 8, C-Trader, or if you're on the TradingView tools and you're using our iGRID strategy, then you can connect these to third-party tools to do semi-automated or automated trading, or have the trade activity copy out to one of the broker connections that you have linked internally within your TradingView, like AMP or Interactive Brokers or other places and so on. So let's just talk a little bit about, I've been getting a rash of emails and I've had to experience some of this myself. There's been a wide range of rhythmic issues affecting all of us on Apex accounts. I've been telling people, make sure your leader accounts on any trade copiers are not rhythmic. It would be preferable to have them on a CQG account. We show you how to do that in-house. Another thing, when you're trading automated, if you're willing to spend a little extra money to do it right, it's very preferential, or it's a really good practice on NinjaTrader 8 to connect and run your charts on DTNIQ feed, and then just use the prop feed connections, or basically for your order routing. Now what we do, we'll run what we call a leader account a certain way that we teach. Then we'll copy out that trade activity to all of our various prop accounts, because a lot of these prop accounts don't allow automated trading. So you don't want to be running an automated strategy loaded and internally operating on your NTA platform that's signed up with this prop firm or that prop firm that doesn't allow automated trading. So it's easy to get around that. You just got to do it right. And there's ways to, I'll kind of come up with a word here, efficientize what you're doing on NinjaTrader 8 to avoid having at any time any disqualified accounts, or minimizing problematic trade activity when you're losing or having issues with your rhythmic feet. And there's been a lot. There's been a lot of people in the last few weeks that have had accounts damaged or blown out because of rhythmic feed issues, and Apex has been having to give out a lot of free accounts. So whatever's going on with Rhythmic and Apex and NinjaTrader, they all need to figure that out really quick, or they just all need to abandon Rhythmic and get everybody on CQG. So there's some stuff going on. But also, the iGRID system, we can operate it right out of the gates and be completely DCA compliant. And it all has to do with, like Apex said, you can have, your initial entry. So let's say I'm going short. So you can have your initial entry, which is at one cost basis. And Apex is basically saying you can have up to one ad that would be, at a worse fill price, or when your P&L is negative, at that moment in time, you can have one ad. Well, this is a DCA compliant trade. You only had one ad. Now we're updating our automated system where you can basically have it where I can have my initial entry, I can have one ad while I'm slightly in the negative on position one, because here we're directional grid trading, we're adding positions in a running trend. That's qualified by our trend bias portion of the indicator. So on an Apex trade, so this person might have a 550 daily profit objective, pretty easy to get every day, trading just, one flip and one ad even to get your 510, 550, whatever a day. Those of us trading like going for 750 or 760 a day on a 150K account, or going for 1100, 1200-ish or more, 1000, 1200-ish on 250 to 300K accounts, you might be running something like 3 MNQs on a flip and 2 MNQs on ads. But as far as the DCA compliance goes, we're updating, so we'll have a prop DCA mode, which means you can then set, hey, I want my flip, and then all my ads have to be filled at prices better than my original entry. Or for the Apex rule, you can have the flip, you can have one ad, you're allowed one ad, and then any additional ad that comes on, in this case, that wasn't an ad, that was where somebody took profit. But the next ad at that pricing level is below my prior entry. So that would be an allowed additional ad. So you'd have the flip, add one, add two, and then, maybe hit your daily profit objective, or the market keeps going, you have another ad. So in that mode, the strategy will only let you have ads that continue to be while you're in positive P&L and the entries are X amount of ticks in price at the fill, in alignment with the trade direction, versus prior fills. So if here's my price level on fill 1, my price level on fill 2, any pricing level for an ad needs to be at a better, at a price in the money more, if you know what I mean. And it's easy. We just say, hey, is this fill price at least 5 ticks lower than any prior fill price? Yes. Okay, boom, market order fill. Okay, next ad. Hey, is this ad that's qualified as far as our system goes, is this at a fill price 5 ticks or lower than any prior ads? Yes. Okay, fill. So that's easy to do in the automation. We're adding that. Now we also have a lot of traders using Blackbird or maybe Markers Plus. So they're taking the outputs of our indicator and using the flips and the ads and doing whatever the heck they want with their automation sequence. You can do that. And matter of fact, the primary guy in our trade room is very proficient in Blackbird and been showing that, and we're probably going to be showing even more stuff with Blackbird. And now we've just dug into Quantower, and then the new prop firm that's out of Florida, where there's no eval. You're just right away trading a live account. So we're all going to start trading some of those accounts. What's it called? Fast Track or Fast Track Funding or something. .net. I mean, these places just keep popping up. So all kinds of stuff we're exploring to keep expanding what we can do with our automation and what firms can we go after and keep working prop accounts. Now here's a sequence. Initial short position, couple of ads, market kind of chopping around a bit early part of the morning. And then suddenly market says, no, we're not playing the short side, we're going long. No big deal. So we had a couple entries, they came out at a little bit of a loss. Then we have a flip entry, all the prior shorts come out negative. We had add 1, add 2, and boom, we're over daily goal. This happens all the time. We can hold our own in the chop, win a little bit on some trades, lose a little bit on some trades, and then we just need one run. And the NASDAQ typically has 5 to 7 runs a day that if I'm beat up on 1 or 2 trades, I can get to my daily goal like clockwork day after day. And that's even like higher daily goals. If you're just going to go after $400 or $500 a day, you should on a monthly basis have the average amount of trades it's taking you to get your 500 a day of all trades that have actually played out on the optimized settings that we've shared with you, or those we have a ton of sharing going on in our room, our Discord room. People sharing all kinds of range bar and tick chart and time based and this and that on all kinds of different instruments. As long as you're on optimized settings, you should have no problem getting to your 5 or 510 or 550 a day with under 2 trades per day, daily average. So one of the systems that I just got done optimizing that I'm going to be running next week, I can do 760 a day. And all year, I checked the whole year, won every day, got me my 760, and the average amount of trades it took me was 1.72. That's beautiful. Anything around 2 and below is what I look for, and I look for a super stable equity curve because that means I can trade that same scenario one way for a prop account just to go to a daily objective, but I can trade it on some other prop accounts, maybe a little bit more dialed up for position size, or on personal accounts, I can trade that for a higher return each day. So the same approach can be used a little bit differently with different position sizing. So that was another, this week for me on a particular set of settings, I had 4 one and dones. And Thursday, I think I was, I was one and done on Thursday too. There was one of the days I had 1 loss and then I got into a trade and it ran like heck and I was done. So I had 4 one and done days and 1 2 and done days. And you should see the new stuff we have coming on deck. It's really going to get mind-boggling good. Our trade room main guy doing a fantastic job. He likes working with symmetrical Renkos like Ninja and others. There's, Lizard has different types of Renkos, and this group has Renkos and that group. There's all kinds of good Renkos out there. But this is another approach, and this was a group going, or a gentleman going for a higher daily goal. And, there's the flip entry, couple ads, and boom, hit daily goal. And if it would have still kept working, it would have made even more money. So this is a very smart way to trade your prop account. Stop trying to figure out what the heck this market's doing. Manual discretionary. There's a lot of stuff going on with investment banks, and they're playing with Fed discount window money in the market right now. It's been going on for months. There's a lot of never happened before statistical events taking place in the market. My hedge fund contacts keep telling me about. You're in a very unique market. It's a beautiful market right now too for trading automated. And we're working on it heavily. We got the iGRID Strat Scalper on deck, getting ready to launch next. So if you have any questions and you want to kind of get a basics for what we're doing, take a look at our website. So go to the gridalgo.com website. And if you have any questions, just hit us up at info@gridalgo.com.